Mic check 1 2 1 2. Be a millionaire smart. How about you? I said mic check 1 2 1 2. Yo, what is up, guys? I ain't seen y'all about 4 months. Dang, y'all like this shirt? I made it. I made it. You like that? I made that myself. Y'all know I'm crazy. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Lyrics for Life. Welcome back to No Labels, Please. You already know what to do. Go ahead and hit subscribe, babe. Now hit subscribe, babe. Hit subscribe. Go and motivate your life. Turn up. Hit subscribe, babe. Now hit subscribe, babe. Hit subscribe. Go and motivate your life. All right, guys. So first, yes, I made this shirt. Cool. If you ain't seen me in about 4 months or less, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up right away. Make sure that you subscribe. I got a bottle of water because this is the third time I'm recording this video. I'm not live and I'm just kidding. Guys, I'm here with a new message. What is No Labels, Please? No, that's not the message. The message is radical action. It is time for us to make radical changes, take radical action, and gain control over our lives. Excuse me. We're going to get this right. This is the last time we recorded. You heard? You heard? All right, guys. So why did I come out of the woodworks and decide to just make a video about radical change and radical action? Because people everywhere are finding things in their lives where they're not happy, and these are voids and these are feelings of emptiness, and there is no need for us to walk around feeling empty and feeling lifeless when we're breathing, and we can always make changes as long as we're healthy and we're breathing. There's no reason, okay? Remember, your mind is your universe, so it first starts with your pattern of thinking. So you first have to believe that you can make changes in your life. You have to first decide, what is it going to take for me to feel like I'm living my best life? What is it going to take for me to feel like I'm at that place of self-actualization? What is it going to take for me to feel like I'm a superhero, or for me to just, wake up every day with a smile? What is it going to take? Now, what it's going to be for me, for her, for him, it's all going to be different for everybody. So you have to figure out what is that for you. And then you have to make those radical changes. Now, why do I say radical? Let's look at the definition. It's extreme. We're making extreme changes. With a radical, I want you to do the opposite of whatever you're doing right now. Like, I'm not saying go rob a bank or, go whatever. Like, I'm saying that if you're that shy person, get over that bullshit. Okay? Excuse me. Get over that shit. And talk to everybody or get to know people. If you are closed off, open up. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out there. You need to get hungry, okay? And I'm getting a little off track here, so let's go back to the script because we got one of these now, okay? So I'm pretty much an extreme person, okay? I like big changes, but even big changes require lots of small steps. So sometimes on the way to us, it's like we're on the road, right? So as we're walking down the road, we get distracted by this thing, or we get distracted by that thing, or we let this thing deter us, or that thing deter us, or we chicken out, we get scared, we get intimidated, we make up excuses in our head to be like, oh, well, I shouldn't do this because of so and so forth. So, and then we find ourselves getting complacent back in those same exact predicaments. And ladies and gentlemen, that should never be the case. You should never be walking around here like a zombie, getting here from minute to minute, from hour to hour, from day to day. You should always feel like, I'm living my best life. I'm doing exactly what I want to do. When you write down a list of where you should want to be in 10 years, you need to find out a way to get hungry to figure out how to get there. You don't need to let this thing or that thing get in your way. If you want a house in 5 years, you can get a house in 5 years. Just because life happens, you have to figure out ways around life. You have to figure out ways to get what you want. That's the difference between people who are really where they want to be and people who are struggling to get where they want to be. Those people who are still struggling to get there is that they have to figure out how to maneuver their way around these things that are going to happen, that are going to get them off track and distracted from where they really want to be or how they're really going to get there. Because really and truly, when you want something, you're going to figure out a way to get it. Those people, for example, right, if you're in Columbia, South Carolina, make sure you go ahead and you like this video, or anywhere in South Carolina, like this video. Beyonce was just down here August 21st. Now, I know a bunch of people who went to that concert, okay? I'm not saying I know them personally. I know a bunch of people went to the concert, right? So if you want to do something, you're going to figure out a way to do it, right? People probably ain't had no cars. People probably had to figure out ways to get jobs, to get money, to go and get there. When people sent their kids back to school, they had to figure out ways to do that. When you need to, or when you find a want, right? When you want to go back to school, right? If you can't afford it, you'll find grants, you'll find scholarships, you'll do GoFundMe's, you'll go to church and ask the pastor, can you take up an offering? You'll have fish fries, you'll do all these things. So if we can find ways to do everything else, right, that we want to do, then we need to find ways to do what we need to do to get ourselves to the place that we want to be and that we need to be in our lives to live our best lives. You get it? Did I go a little bit too fast there? Radical change, radical action, right? Okay. You should always strive for what makes you happy and improves your situation, because you only have control over your body, your mind, your soul, your feelings, your actions, etc. You can make a robot, but even that robot, if the technicalities go wrong, it's just gonna blow up and you have no control over that. So those feelings of being fulfilled, of feeling like you're living the best life, like you're on the beach even when you're not, like you're taking a soothing bath even when you're walking down the street in Arizona with heat blasting on your back, right? You have to figure out how you're going to do that, how you're going to give yourself that feeling, what it's going to take for you in your life to give yourself that feeling, because no one else feels the things that you feel, knows the things about yourself that you know. And each of us, we have a different vision of what our lives will be like when we're in the place that we want to be. It could be financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, if you want to lose weight or be in shape or something like that, how you want your love life to be romantically, professionally, however it is, whether you want to make a career change, whether you want to move to a different location, whether you want to, whether you're afraid to ask people for help and you need to reach out for help, or you want to help others. Radical change is basically getting out of your comfort zone. That's what I'm telling you to do, is to get out of your comfort zone and to get hungry and to not start doing bad things. Don't rob a bank again. Don't do crazy stuff. I'm telling you guys to make smart decisions, do your necessary research, use your resources network, and figure out what you have to do to be what you want to be where you want to be, how you can start, so you can start living in that way and you can start attracting that to your life, because it's not just going to come to you. It's not just going to happen until you start walking down that road towards it. And then you have to go ahead and open up the door and be like, oh my God, there you were. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It'll be so cool. I'm telling you. It's totally rad, dude. So radical change, guys. Very simply put, this is all I came here to tell you guys, is that I made some radical changes in my life, right? So let's go back. So we're in September now. May, I quit my job that I was at for 2.5 years because I just felt like I wasn't growing in that position. Every day, it was just horrible. It got worse. And it wasn't just me. At first, it wasn't just me. And then I felt like other people felt the same way. But then I had to realize, I was staying with that company because I had promised that I would stay with that company for a certain amount of time, or other people were telling me, well, it doesn't make sense for you to quit unless you have something else lined up. And that is true. But at the same time, too, since I've quit that position, I've received over 10 job offers. I've turned down multiple jobs. It was literally a week in August where one day I just woke up and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I was just frustrated with everything. And I did apply to more jobs, and I had received 4 job offers that same week. So the whole time I was working at that job, all the jobs I applied for, I never really got called back except for one, and I didn't really want to work there. And as soon as I quit and I stopped living in the mindset that I have to wait for something else, I have to wait for another break in order for me to grow or to change careers or to change paths or do what I want in my life. As soon as I stopped being afraid and I just accepted whatever it was going to be and I followed what I wanted to do, then that's when things started coming towards me. But even still, I had doubts after that. And I didn't feel like I could make videos for people. I didn't feel like I should be the one talking to you guys and giving you motivation, because I was struggling mentally. I was struggling emotionally. I was struggling in my relationship. I was struggling all over the board because I didn't realize, I was trying to figure out what it was that I wanted, not what everyone else was telling me in this year and that year and telling me to do. What did I want to do? And once I realized that it didn't matter what kind of job that I had to pay the bills, it didn't matter, not saying I strip or anything like that. It didn't matter, what people's opinions were from the outside and like that. You can make videos about it all the time, but when you are close-knit family and people have their opinions, it's very hard for you to live in, for you to really just go after everything, because when people don't believe in you all the way and you don't have that full confidence in self, you have to really go out and find it. So I had to go and find the confidence in myself to be transparent with you all, regardless of what I'm going through. So yes, right now I am working, and I can make a video on some work from home jobs that I'm familiar with, that I have previously worked for or currently. And I had to get comfortable with what I wanted to come back and what I wanted to share with you guys and what I wanted to do. You guys see I put on a little bit of weight, but do I care? No, I don't care. I don't care. Why? Because I'm making freaking radical changes, and what radical changes means I'm just living my life, man. However you feel about it, that's on you. So anyways, guys, go ahead and make some radical changes in your life. What I want to tell you guys is the videos I used to make before, it was like I was in it. I was definitely in it, and I definitely put down a script most of the time, but it was more of like a chore for me to make those videos, because I felt like I was doing it because I wanted more people to watch my videos, and I was like, oh my God, I want to go viral. Now, I don't give a damn if you share this, if you don't. I just hope that one person can take something from this and say, I'm glad I watched that video. I went out and I made a change in my life, and I'm living a better life. That's really all I want. If fame and all that great stuff comes with it, cool. But if not, I know I'm still going to make it regardless. So, guys, it's totally rad, dude. Totally radical change. Totally radical action! Peace. They're going to